Hello everyone, and welcome to and here we are on loading screen franchise 6 because I hit the wrong button while trying to go in here. Let's go ahead and continue game and watch more loading screens, because this is where life is.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of your women.
Yes, any minute now we will finish. Alright, and here we are ready to start as the Avalanche. Now, I realized last time, although I had seen the headline, we didn't actually read this email. So let's go ahead and pull this up right now. So we've got Mikko Rantanen returned unfit from his vacation. We can criticize him publicly, criticize him internally. Like, is that like his liver? Dude, your liver sucks. Or we can ignore the incident. Now, I'm thinking we don't really want to criticize him publicly. My GM, after all, likes to get along with everybody. Thing is, do we want to criticize him internally or ignore the incident? Just ignore it. I really don't care. Mikko Rantanen, as you can see here, lots and lots of stars. I think he will figure out what he needs to do. No big deal. We're okay. Alright, so let's get back to our roster really quick. And if you notice, when we had our AI set up our lines, it changed it, so now we've got players who aren't 100% fit. Basically, this Knofton guy, I think that's how you pronounce it, and then this McDonald. This guy I have on good authority is old and has a farm. In any case, let's see what we want with our lines. So we set up Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen last time. And Nichushkin is an interesting character. Today, as I'm recording this, the Avs just beat Toronto, and Nichushkin had a shorthanded goal. That's his third goal of the year, after going nearly 1,400 days without a single goal. So, good on him. He's catching up. So, let's see here. Usually, it says he can make a good setup man on here. I actually think that's a decent role for him to be in. Kadri's doing a great job. Having him as a perimeter shooter is probably okay on here, and then speedy forward. Although, let me see what else Kadri has available to him. We can make him a sniper or playmaker. Yeah, I think actually I kind of like him in here shooting from the perimeter. So let's get back to our lines here. Confer's doing really well, speedy forward. And actually, that was one of the things. I think I do want to change McKinnon to be a speedy forward as well. There we go. Speedy forward. Because McKinnon is extremely fast, if you've ever watched him play. So, there we go. And then let's see, Burakovsky as a sniper. That's actually decent. Jost, speedy forward. Donskoy, perimeter shooter. I think that, let's see what else Donskoy has in this game as his strengths. Yeah, as a setup man, but down here he's even better. I'm thinking we're going to put him, actually, he's doing really, he's very underrated for his defense. I'm thinking actually we'll put him as a back-checking forward in our line. On here, finally Calvert, that's working well. Bellemare, playmaker. Nieto, playmaker. I'm happy with all of those. And again, I don't know much about McDonald, but we'll trust the game on this. And this should be fine, I'm thinking, for this. And again, going through the shootout, we got all of this stuff. So this is good. And I know we kind of looked at this, but I was kind of in a mood. And this game takes so much attention looking at everything that after a few minutes everything becomes a fuzzy blur. probably the same thing happens when you listen to my commentary. After about 12.3 seconds, everything I say becomes a fuzzy blur. But, you know, it is what it is. And I'm not making you watch anything, so, you know, it's up to you. So in the power play, I like having this set up. This actually does look good. I think it's just kept them from what was on here. Nope, it does change because now we got Jost as a center when he's on the third line here. So, do we want Kadri up there? I kind of, you know, I think I'm gonna keep it the way they've got it for now. We can see what ends up happening as we go through, and start seeing some of the different the way that the game interprets the people. Because even though real life has certain things that happen, what happens in the game is independent of real life. There's probably a life lesson to be learned in that the games you play don't match reality. And by the games you play, I mean with your significant other. When you say that you'll be there and then you're not. Those games do not match reality. So yes, that's all I have to say about that. Let's go back here. Now, one of the things that that I do want to do as we're going through here is check these boxes on here. Why do I want to do this? Because they're there. I actually don't know what they do, but they exist. Therefore, they are now checked. I even got these two because I could. And shootout spots, yeah, I like all of this. That looks good. And there. So we got this checked. Now, next up, we need to see what our tactics will be. So this is our tendency overall. Everything is right down the middle on everything because that's where it puts it. But I'm wanting us to be an all-out attacking, slightly aggressive, and put a little bit of pressure on there. Hitting, don't really need to do much with either of these. I do want a little more a little more shooting than passing on there. So this is going to be what our tactical tendencies are, at least until we see how bad this makes our life. And for the breakout, let's see. Do we want to go through the center? We have good teamwork skills, but I think we do want to go through the center because we have good skating and puck handling skills for most of our players, so this will be good. Now our power play, we're going to do up the center there as well. Our neutral zone offense, I really don't like the dump in. Let's see, I think it's funneling. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. We'll funnel it in. And then on the attack, I actually like overload, so we'll keep that in there. Now, for the offensive zone attacking, do we go through the cycle? Cycle is not bad. Don't really like behind the net much. Crash the net can sometimes be good. I'm thinking this actually increases the passing. I don't really want that. Actually, I'm thinking this is the one that I want because it's neither strong nor weak against any other tactics. So we'll start with that. For the defense, pursue aggressively. Yeah, do we want this or do we want to stand ground? I'm thinking pursue aggressively. We'll just keep it at that for now. The forward check. These are numbers. I like torpedoes instead. Honestly, I don't know what that does. So torpedo sounds good. And we've got good skaters, probably good stick centers as well. So we'll do that. Short-handed, we want the forecheck. Yeah, I'm thinking actually, let's do the aggressive press on that. Neutral zone coverage. Never, ever, 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 ever do a trap. I'm just saying right there. Never. Why? Because it sucks to watch. I mean, For this game, it might work because you don't watch anything in this game. But seriously, in real life, trap game is the most boring hockey to watch in the world. So for neutral zone coverage, I'm thinking we can leave it as this on there. And now for the shorthanded defensive zone coverage, I'm going to do the basic box on there. Defensive coverage here. Kind of tempted to try some man-on-man, but you know, I'm leaving it as 2-3 for now. The shorthand counterattack, yeah, we probably do want to counterattack rather than dump and retreat. Dump and retreat is more realistic because that's what most teams tend to do, but we're an offensive team. We're a very offensive team. I want to keep it this way. And then let's go over here. So normal, or do we want fast? We'll leave this normal. We're down by 2 goals, normal on there as well. Fast goalie switch. Yeah, probably good on there. These, they're the first line for a reason. First, second, third, fourth, right? This should be fine in here. Now, then let's pull up our actual units. It sounds like there should be a joke in that, but and here we can do our tactical tendencies to overwrite what we did for the base. And because we got good offense, decent defense, great speed though, lacking on toughness, and of course got good skill. Again, let's do that, and we're going to use it. Aggressive, just a little bit. Tempo, we'll increase the tempo just a little bit on there, and again check the boxes. And then I want shooting a little bit more frequently than passing. So we'll do that. Then we'll come down to this one. And for this line, I'm thinking based on what's on here, we'll leave it with the defaults that we've got. And I'll do the same default with this. So really the fourth line, this one we're going to want more back checking, more hitting. We're going to max out the hitting on here, and everything else can be right down the middle. There. Okay. And I don't think we'll need to mess with any of the rest. Why? Because my brain is melting. Incidentally, even after all this, we can still go down to individual players, right? And we can say Ryan Graves here. Back over here, and we'll actually check that box. So Ryan Graves comes up here. Now we can just say we want him to pass more than shooting, and boom. Now we can make him into a huge passer, and we can say, yeah, in fact, don't take any shots at all. Now I'm not actually going to do that because I'm ready for today to be over.